game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Talen Horton-Tucker out there with Banchero. Then it's Williams. Then it's Henderson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. Now here is Holiday after Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Here is Daniels, defended by Horton-Tucker. Edwards can't hit. Edwards against Banchero. Pass to Williams. Back to Banchero. Here's Horton-Tucker. Now here's Henderson. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Henderson passes to Williams. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. Can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Bridges passes to Williams. Now, Horton-Tucker. Here's Banchero. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Now here's Turner. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Flashing his athleticism there. I like when Daniels goes right at the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Number 1, the Bulls.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Williams passes to Horton-Tucker. Banchero outside. Inside, Turner with the steal. And now here comes Daniel, leading the break. Comes up empty down low. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Henderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. Here's Edwards. Henderson pulls it in.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Look.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Chicago with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. Daniels passes to Easton. Clock at 6. Bounce pass, Holiday. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the middle. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And Bridges is a crafty player. Knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Well, we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotation.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
Henderson kicks to Williams. Van Carroll looking around. Cleveland moving the ball around. Now, here's Bridges. Defense is right there. Rebound by the Bulls. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, Holiday is one of the strongest guards in the league. He can handle the contact.
Henderson passes to Banchero. Bridges with it. And stolen by Eason. Edwards against Banchero. Edwards dishes to Daniels. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Banchero. So for Chicago, their last game, a win against the Hawks in Atlanta. The shot's good from Horton Tucker.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here is Holiday. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Edwards. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Henderson finds Bridges. Here's Horton Tucker. Lays it up off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
On the wing, Daniels, defended by Horton Tucker. Now, Banchero. A 20-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Now, here's Banchero.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Tips it up, and Edwards is right there. Edwards got 7 points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Banchero against Eason. Williams sets a screen for Henderson. To the inside. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And it's sent back by Turner. And they get it back. Bridges shot. Good.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Holiday with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Down low. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Holiday. 6 points for Miles Turner. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And a moment here to find out what the news is out in the Western Conference. Shams Charania is on the line. Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey, Kevin. The news out of Phoenix today as the Suns front office is making early season changes. They have long been looking into a guard who can create his own shots, and I'm told they have landed on Jamal Murray as their guy, and his championship pedigree is an added bonus for them. A big move from a team who is clearly looking to take the next step and shake things up.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Now, here's Banchero. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Henderson, no good.
You know, he really just tried to do a little too much there. He shouldn't be afraid to kick that one back out.
There's a screen. And here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for him.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
Williams, great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Eason against Banchero. Pass to Williams. Here's Horton Tucker. From deep three-point land. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 7. On the wing, Holiday. Right side, Edwards. A stupendous finish in traffic. Edwards got 12 in the game.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Henderson with a screen on Edwards. Bridges passes to Henderson. Holiday with it. Now Henderson defending. Edwards kicks to Holiday. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Bridges. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards against Banchero. Williams sets a screen for Banchero. Drills it from outside. Banchero's got his second basket of the game.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Here's Edwards. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Eason. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 9. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Chicago Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
So with Williams on the bench, this This is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. We've got Rashawn Holmes. Cole Anthony is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Banchero. And it's Niang in at the foursome. Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Holmes. Back to Hardaway. Puts up a deep three. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Bulls. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And here's Wagner, guarded by Holmes. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, that's where Wagner can bully you. So strong in close.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 6. Pass to Anthony. It's stolen by Rose. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Anthony. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
About after timeout plays, about how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Anthony kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Niang. Now Holmes. He's defended by Wagner. Kicks it out to Banchero. 5 on the clock. Over Thompson. And another miss by Cleveland.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Banchero outside. Holmes with a screen on Thompson. To Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Rose against Anthony. Thompson sets the pick for Rose. Going inside. And the rejection by Holmes. Hardaway for 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Just stopping on a dime. THJ, nice job there with the pull-up.
Here's Rose, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Williams comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Henderson subbed in for George Niang.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness of Banchero to look for his teammate there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. And it's Rose missing. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Banchero outside. Shoots over Wagner. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Rose gets a wide open look. And another miss by Chicago. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Banchero. And Banchero on the follow.
And on the boards, Banchero is relentless and aggressive.
Dermonenko misses. For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Wagner. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
From deep, Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Rose has got 6.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
Henderson for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, developing consistency with the jump shot has been Ausar Thompson's #1 priority.
Anthony finds Banchero. Outside Hardaway. 3-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. Wagner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Dermonenko. And no good that time. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 14. And that one's good by Henderson.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. A different look now for Cleveland. Horton Tucker's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Bridges in for Anthony. Right side Turner. Floats one. That shot misses. Good D by Williams. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Bridges inside. Edwards there. Knocks it loose. Now, here's Banchero. He's covered by Daniels. The 19-foot shot. And it's Banchero missing. The Bulls leading by 11. Outside Holiday. Pass to Turner. The 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Here's the teardrop. The putback. It's good on the putback. Williams has got it back down to single digits for the Cavs.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Turner dishes to Edwards. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
Tari Eason's checked in for Wagner. A switch here also for Cleveland. George Niang, he's checked in for Banchero. Niang kicks to Henderson. Williams sends a screen for Henderson. Over Holiday. Henderson, no good. Chicago leading by 12. Edwards inside. Defended by Bridges. Henderson against Holiday. Out to Edwards. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And let's review some numbers for Anthony Edwards. 2nd in scoring, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, 2nd best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. On the wing, Bridges. Edwards defending. Pass to Horton Tucker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Over Edwards. Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is this engaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
The Bulls leading by 15. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Henderson kicks to Niang. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Niang's got his first 3 points of the game.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
For three, Edwards. The rebound by Niang.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Outside Williams. Pass to Bridges. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And it's 6 points for Mikal Bridges.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Holiday up top. Henderson defending. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday against Henderson. And Drew Holiday with the three. Holiday's got 9.
Holiday finds ways to score inside and from beyond the arc.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Daniels. For 3. They grab their own miss. Bridges, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls leading by 13. Here's Daniels. Turner, great positioning on the putback.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. On 11. Count that one. Henderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
On the wing, Daniels. Holiday against Henderson. Easton passes to Turner. Over Williams. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Henderson, no good. Chicago leading by 15. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Daniels, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For 3, Edwards. That one doesn't go. And so it's Chicago. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Execution. These guys know what they want offensively. Their timing is in sync. That's why, by and large.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And for that game against the...
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter...
And with the second half upon us, We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Turner is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Holiday, and it's Daniels in at the 3. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here's Horton Tucker. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Holiday. Turner with the screen. Free throw line jump shot, and it goes down 2 points. Holiday's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Bulls. Bridges a screen on Holiday. Henderson kicks to Bridges. Over Edwards. That is good. And the Bulls lead is get back down to 13 with the basket coming from Bridges.
Well, clearly Henderson has strong passing instinct. He can sense where the best place is to get the ball.
Turner passes to Holiday. And he uses the glass on the way. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
Finishing strong inside. Holiday doesn't want to waste a quality look.
Williams sets a screen for Henderson. Here's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Bridges for 3. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
There's a good screen. Holiday attacking. Can't hit from in close. The Cavaliers trail by 14. To the left side wing. Horton Tucker off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Edwards kicks to Daniels. Pass to Turner. Holiday with it. Henderson defending. Henderson against Holiday. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Holiday's got 17.
Well, look, they've done a great job getting the ball to Holiday. He's had the hot hand tonight. I keep looking for it.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. A look at Chicago. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out Cleveland, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Holiday against Henderson. Turner with a screen on Henderson to the paint. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And using that improved court awareness, Turner continues to make plays out of the pick and roll.
Holiday against Henderson. Bridges outside. That 3 off the mark. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 15-point game. The shot by Turner, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Stan, a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Yeah, that was bound to get ugly. Turner is so assertive, working inside. Defense got messy.
At the line for the Bulls.
And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Bridges outside. Pass to Williams. Here's Horton Tucker. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Horton Tucker's got 7.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Holiday looking over the floor. And here's Edwards. Pass to Eason. Turner with it. Launches a 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Banchero left side. Henderson with a screen on Edwards. And it's Banchero missing. The Bulls leading by 13. Edwards inside. Henderson defending. The shot misses.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively they've still found a way to get the lead.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Henderson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Banchero against Eason. Banchero passes to Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. All right, Stan. Hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Bridges outside. Banchero inside. Eason on him.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Turner against Williams. Turner passes to Nesmith. On the wing, Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Rebound of the game with that last one. Henderson outside. The lead now cut to single digits. 8 points from Scoot Henderson.
And credit Henderson's teammate. They got him the ball right on time.
Eason finds Nesmith. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Thompson passes to Eason. Henderson against Holiday. Thompson sets the pick for Holiday. Shoots over Henderson. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Henderson looking it over. Pass to Bridges. On the wing, Williams. Back to Bridges. Over Neesmith. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Holiday. 7-foot shot. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Holiday's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Outside Hardaway. Here's Banchero. No good from outside. The Bulls leading by 11. The first overall pick. And Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skills?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line. But he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Wagner's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Tari Eason. And then for Cleveland, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Mark Williams. George Niang comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Henderson. Rose passes to Wagner. Poked loose. Out to Thompson. Pass to Neesmith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Neesmith has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Bridges. 16 points for him. Hardaway sets a screen for Bridges. The Cavaliers again can't hit. To the inside. Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Holmes with a screen on Rose. Anthony nowhere around. And Holmes throws it down.
Guys, I like that decision from Cole Anthony. You expect that from the son of an NBA player.
Holiday against Hardaway. Thompson surveying the floor. Rose, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Hardaway passes to Holmes. Hardaway kicks to Bridges. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Bridges has got 18 points.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Thompson outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 46 seconds left in the third. Anthony left side. From the stripe. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Neesmith. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Anthony against Rose. Anthony taking his time here. Holmes setting the pick for Anthony. Over Rose. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Jrue Holiday has been on display for the Bulls. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Williams on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Hardaway is out there with Anthony. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Niang in at the power forward. And Anthony gets it to go.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
Down low, here's Terminenko. And a missed late. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Anthony down low. He's covered by Rose. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Nesmith has checked in.
Number 8, Aaron Nesmith.
Outside Hardaway. Inside. Here's Banchero. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Anthony against Rose. Driving in.
Cavaliers foul.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Niang, that's good.
And the playmaking of Banchero. At 6'10", he really has a guard skill level.
To the middle. Here's Faulkner. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. And the Bulls lead by 15. Banchero against Thompson. Banchero outside. Banchero draws the double. Hardaway for three. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Rose can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside Anthony. Right side Hardaway. Off target from outside.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Anthony against Rose. Taken away by Anthony. Banchero left side. Pass to Anthony. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Hardaway passes to Banchero. 5 to shoot. And it's Faulkner with the rebound. Faulkner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Nesmith. And Nesmith with the slam.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. A shot. No good. Great defense that time from Banchero. Anthony on the wing. Now, here's Holmes. Defense right on him. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Banchero. The Bulls leading by 17. Down low. Here's Terminenko. Good work defensively by Holmes. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Hardaway. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Aaron Nesmith.
And you can see the competitiveness in Hardaway Jr.
Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Outside Anthony. Out to Henderson. Banchero, a screen on Holiday. Inside. And there's Banchero on the assist by Henderson. Henderson's got 6 assists in the game. Wagner outside. Back to Holiday. Pass to Turner. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Here's Anthony. Holiday with the block.
Well, Holiday is a phenomenal defender. A point guard who can block your shot if you're not careful.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Bulls. Cleveland also making some changes. Mark Williams comes in for Rashad Holmes. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Cole Anthony. Bridges. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And he sinks the second. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's clearly... intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Chicago making a switch here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Turner's checked in for the Bulls. Holiday comes in for Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Now Henderson. Williams scanning the floor. Bridges passes to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. It's good from long range. Banchero's got 7 points for the quarter.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Edwards dishes to Turner. Holiday against Henderson. For 3, Edwards. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight. Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Banchero finds Williams. Williams sends a screen for Banchero. And with the stuff.
Okay, showing some point forward skills there. Banchero, nice find in that pick and roll.
Outside Edwards. In the corner, Daniels. Outside Holiday. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Edwards. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Edwards got 26 points.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Fast break, Chicago. Here is Daniels. Henderson defending. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Back to Daniels. Pass to Eason. Over Williams. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Bridges passes to Williams. Williams a screen on Edwards. Bridges attacking. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Back to Holiday. Henderson pulls it in. Henderson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Hardaway. Edwards against Bridges. Banchero a screen on Edwards. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
A capable shooter from all 3 levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
Holiday against Henderson. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jrue Holiday.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Yeah, and he tried to work the spin move that time, and it went about as well as you'd expect.
Pass to Williams. Williams double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Holiday. Henderson defending. Easton passes to Edwards. Plays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 28.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Henderson passes to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Jrue Holiday.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge. Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Turner looking around. Pass to Edwards. And the basket is good. 31 points for Anthony Edwards.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
To the paint to stop the drought. Holmes. Good work defensively by Turner. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Chicago. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Hardaway. Fires from the line. Jump shot is good. Edwards got 33 points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going.
start, but some teams off to a blistering start.
Well, my motto, Brian, is that you can enjoy it and should while it lasts. Everybody's going to hit some air pockets and turbulence at some point. It's how you navigate that determines the outcome of your season.
So a look at our starters for the Wizards. We've got Lauri Markkanen, Kyrie Irving out there with Jaden Ivey. Then there's Alperen Şengün, and it's Holland in at the power forward position. Now here's White. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. Irving against Wembanyama. Just 4 to shoot. And it's good for 2.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to Şengün. Now here's Ivey. Outside Irving. Shoots over Ball. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Out to the right wing. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
You know what? The size Ball possesses, guys, as a point guard is really a nice asset, especially when the defense tries to be physical.
Now here's Irving. So valuable for them offensively, adding 22 points a contest. And yep, it's good.
The defense was draped all over him, but he still got it to go. Nice.
Pass to Buzelis. Now White. Ivey defends. Outside Wembanyama. To the middle. The kick out to Ball. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Wembanyama, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Markkanen against White. Markkanen misses.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Wembanyama, pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, nice feed by the big man, Wembanyama. His selfless attitude is what makes him a great teammate.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Ivey. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Now here's Ball. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, I like Ball's energy going to the rack. I mean, he's showing no fear because he knows he's going to get hit, and he drives inside anyway.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Şengün passes to Irving. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got 5 points.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Here's Buzelis. The 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Now Şengün. Ivey outside. It's Markkanen on the wing. He's got 5. Ivey up top. He's guarded by White for 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Houston leading by 5. Here's Buzelis. He had 9 points in his last time out. Wembanyama, no good. Washington's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Holland can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Ivy outside. From the elbow. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Ball passes to White. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to review the game plan.
In the top 5 for fast break points. This squad really knew how to make the most of the open court and punish their opponents in transition.
And as you said, a great year for them on the glass. They battled down low. And the Wizards with possession here. 7-point differential. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Houston leading by 7. Ball with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And he may have posed even more problems with his passing. They had to worry about him as a scorer and a distributor.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Back to Ivy. Markkanen with a screen on White. White against Ivy. Rockets with a rebound. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. Washington in second.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back. And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Here's Wembanyama. He's another guy who had a great performance in that win against Detroit. Wembanyama, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 9. Markkanen with a screen on Ball. Irving for 3. The offensive rebound. For Houston, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. The news out of Phoenix today as the Suns front office is making early season changes. They have long been looking into a guard who can create his own shots, and I'm told they have landed on Jamal Murray as their guy, and his championship pedigree is an added bonus for them. A big move from a team who is clearly looking to take the next step and shake things up.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Wizards trail by 12. Markkanen outside. Back to Irving. Jacks up a 3. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, and you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Here's Irving after the basket by Houston. Pass to Markkanen. The 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3. Houston leading by 8. Ball outside. Wembanyama, screen on Irving. Ball into the lane. Soft touch off the glass. Ball's got 9.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Markkanen. 11 points for him last game against Orlando. Over Buzelis. Markkanen misses. Houston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Ball against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, screen on Irving. There's Ball with a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball. Wizards trail by 10. Markkanen left side. Here's Holland. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Now here's Irving. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
His defensive intensity made a huge difference. Just look at the 3 steals.
And Şengün gets it to go.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you've got to get a body on Şengün.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Houston leading by 10. Covington, a screen on Thompson. White, the pass to Covington. Back to White.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. He's got 6.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Now here's Thompson. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Here's Collier, defended by Jones. Outside White. 4 out of 5.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Jones. 9 points in his last outing. The 3 from Thompson. Good! Another from 3.
And he's hit thousands of threes in the league. Oh, my.
Inching closer to 5th place on the career triples list. 54 seconds left now in the first quarter. There's the screen by Bull. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Washington. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
The last season, they swept this team, though both were struggling throughout the year.
2 teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said. These regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
The Rockets lead by 11. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Collier. Still without a bucket. Back to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's Houston. They lead by 13. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. They've got Thompson, also Kyrie Irving out there. Brook Lopez is out there with Grayson Allen. And it's Sensabaugh and at power forward. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. The three from Thompson. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Outside Covington. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Irving looking around. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Thompson with a screen. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Collier. 6 to shoot. Count it. Good. Collier's got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Washington. A 12-point game. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Sensabaugh. Irving up top. Shoots over Collier. Rockets with a rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Irving for 3. Knocks down the triple. Irving's gotten his third basket of the night.
I really like the way they're spacing the floor this quarter. Their three-point percentage has really gone up.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Trey Murphy.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Irving. From deep. And they get it back. Wembanyama against Lopez. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. Wembanyama, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
The steal. Inside. Here's Collier. The bank shot, no good. The Wizards trail by 11. Thompson outside. To the inside. Irving for 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Collier. Over Irving. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Washington has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's Lopez, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Sensabaugh. Outside Irving. 5 to shoot. For 3, Allen. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wembanyama. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. So both teams changing it up here. Ball finds Covington. Back to Ball. And here's Wembanyama. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
So for the Wizards, Şengün comes in for Lopez. And Markkanen subbed in for Thompson. Houston leading by 8. Outside White. Pass to Wembanyama.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
It's his first trip to the line.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
The Wizards trail by 9. Here's Holland. Ivy outside. Markkanen outside. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Houston. Robinson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Counted from distance.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Ball against Irving. Şengün, the screen. Releases from 15. Nice touch on the bank shot. Irving's got 14.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Right side, Wembanyama. Pass to Buzelis. There's the triple. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. Outside White. Over Ivy. And again, it's Houston.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Şengün, a screen on Ball. Here's Irving. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Ball. No good, off the front rim. The Wizards trail by 12. Ivy outside. It's deflected. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Connects from downtown. He's got 15.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Ivey. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And the quickness off his movements make Ivey so difficult to guard. I mean, he just rises up in an instant.
Left side, Wembanyama. Rebound by the Wizards.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Irving with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. That one falls. Irving's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Washington. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Holland, covered by Wembanyama. Outside Irving. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ball. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Ball's got 17.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Markkanen outside. Irving for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Irving's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Ball against Irving to the right side. Here's Buzelis. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Wizards trail by 10. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Here's Ivey. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Wembanyama, pass to Robinson. Pass to Buzelis. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
And Houston making a change here. Bowles checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. Pass to Şengün. Thompson right side. Shoots over White. Thompson's shot is off.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
White against Thompson. White can't hit. And so Thompson will bring it up for Washington. Trailing by 13. Ivey passes to Markkanen. On the wing, Ivey, hounded by Ball. Ivey against Ball. Good D by Ball.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Here's Holland, averaging around 5 points a game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Ivey. Here's Holland. Markkanen with a screen on White. And another miss by Washington. And here's Ball. No good from 18. And so we wrap up the first half. Rockets ahead. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
All right, getting back to this game now and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
Few players can
Thanks for joining us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
They've got Lonzo Ball. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Buzelis in at small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's White. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Ryan. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you.
Tell you what, Alperen Sengun is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
Pass to Buzelis. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Buzelis has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Back to Irving. Over Ball. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Houston leading by 16. Outside Wembanyama. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
White against Ivy. Back to Irving. Good D by Ball. The Rockets have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. White looking it over. 3-pointer, Buzelis. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Victor Wembanyama, number 1. 3rd is Brook Lopez.
The way these two guys patrol the floor, it's impressive. It changes how the offense attacks, especially inside.
Here's Ivy. Oh, Robinson with a block. Ball with it. Irving picks him up. Ball passes to White. They set a pick. From downtown. It's rebounded by Sengun.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
White with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Ball. And they recover it. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And finally they hit one. Robinson's got 6.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions. There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Pass to Buzelis. Wembanyama with it. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Sengun's got 7 rebounds in the game. Ivy passes to Markkanen. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 10.
Some real toughness from Markkanen. Powers through the contact, then has the focus and touch to finish.
Now here's Wembanyama. Outside White. Lets it go from deep. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist with that last one. Outside Irving. Back to Ivy. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And just active inside. Ivy's a guard who's more at home around the hoop, not the 3-point line.
Wembanyama up top. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Ball passes to White. From the right block. Ivey with the defensive effort.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Pass to Markkanen. Down low. Şengün's got 6.
What a move by Şengün in close. Determination for sure.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Ball against Irving. Outside White. Wembanyama, screen on Ivey. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Look at the turnover situation, guys. It's not been that bad. Just a handful. And when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Wizards trail by 17. Thompson outside. Inside. Şengün. Robinson with the block. And he gets it back. Ivey against Wembanyama. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Houston Rockets. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against Milwaukee, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one. Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Back to Irving. Shoots over ball, and that one's good. Irving's got 23.
Able to strike from mid-range and all over the court. The versatility of Kyrie's offensive game, top shelf.
Pass the ball. Outside Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. And Ivey pulls it down. Ivey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Shot from 12. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
You just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Second in fast break points, and they finished top 10 in assists. No surprise given their emphasis on ball movement.
And they really love to push the ball, finishing in the top 5 in fast break points. They were a fun team to watch. Irving, the pass to Şengün. To the middle. Here's Thompson. The Rockets pull it in. They led the game at one point by 20. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. 17-point game. Ivey outside. Here's Holland. Washington again can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Holland. Wembanyama with a bucket. Wembanyama's got 21 points in the game.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Outside Irving. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Robinson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And there's the screen. Drops in the layup for two.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
The Wizards trail by 21. Pass to Holland. Irving up top. Fires for three. Drains the triple. He's got 26.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half. Now nails another.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handle, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Bol, he's checked in for Houston. Covington comes in for Wembanyama. Sensabaugh is checked in for Washington. Jones comes in for Kyrie Irving. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Give him 8.
Amongst the best decision makers in the league. Lonzo with the right decision there.
The Wizards making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And here we have the 2K leaderboard with last year's best three-point shooters. And you look at Allen, he is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league in three-point percentage.
Distance shooters are so accurate these days. It's a real honor to have topped that list.
Allen on the wing. Şengün, the screen. Allen, the pass to Şengün. Unable to get that one. Solid defense from Bol. The open shot, White, and counted. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Out to the right wing. Here's Sensabaugh, and that one is stuffed right through.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
White against Thompson. Ball, a screen on Thompson. Here's White. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Jones against Ball. Thompson outside. A minute 42 left in the third. Beyond the arc. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside White. There's the triple. And it's White again missing. Washington has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. 1:11 left in the third. Sensabaugh. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting on Robert Covington. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Collier, he's checked in for Houston. Buries it from 3. White's got 10 points in the quarter.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Thompson outside. 43 seconds left in the third quarter here. From behind the arc. Covington grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Collier, defended by Jones. Out to Covington. The three. He buries it from three. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Sensabaugh. 7 points in the game. From 10 feet away. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Houston Rockets. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4 slot. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
The Wizards shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Back to Irving. Pass to Allen. Over Covington. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Collier. Allen defending. Falls. Wembanyama's got 10 points in just the second half.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Left side Irving. Going inside. And the bucket is good. Irving's got 31 points.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Good chance here for Irving. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders. He's a bucket maker.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. On the wing, Irving. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
Ball, he's checked in for Houston. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Ivy's checked in. To the inside. Covington finds ball. And they'll get another chance.
With that offensive board, they're likely to have the last possession here.
Pass to Wembanyama. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Wembanyama's got 25 points in the game. Ivy outside. Outside Irving. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, B.A., it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Thompson passes to Irving. And here's Ivy. Now Irving. Rockets with a rebound. Wembanyama's pass to Bull. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got assist number 5 here tonight. And the Wizards shooting only 39% so far in the game. Irving against Ball. And here's Thompson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
With a 9-footer. No good off the glass. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Now here's Ivy. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Allen, he's checked in for Washington. Outside Irving. Here's the floater.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Pass to Bull. Now Ball. There's the 3. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Wembanyama screen. 4-3. Ball no good. And for Washington, they're shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. And he banks in the layup.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Inside, here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Allen with a screen on Ball. Pass to Lopez. Here's Sensabaugh. Bull covering. Driving inside.
Third personal foul. Fifth team.
First free throw is good. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for the Rockets. White comes in for Covington. Şengün checked in for Washington. Holland comes in for Allen. The Rockets lead by 23. Ball finds Robinson. White with it. Four on the clock. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Şengün. Robinson can't hit. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, B.A., changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing. Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
Pass to Wembanyama. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range. Wembanyama's got 28 points for the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Wembanyama.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch. Just a tremendous motor. And he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. All no good. The Wizards have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Şengün. Ooh, Robinson with a block. Here's Buzelis. It's guarded by Markkanen. Pass to Wembanyama. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Şengün. And Washington shooting around 41%. Here's Holland. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
On the wing, Ivey. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. And it's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have and getting it right.
Here's Ball. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Well, it's a must to avoid fouling Ball. I mean, he's excellent at taking it to the defense and drawing the contact.
The first one falls.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Irving, the pass to Ivey. Irving, a screen on White. And here's Ivey from the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Wembanyama's got 15 rebounds here tonight. White for three. Washington with a rebound. And here is Irving. Pass to Ivey. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Buzelis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Robinson. Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Buzelis. Now Wembanyama. Over Markkanen. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Buzelis.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Irving finds Ivey. Markkanen with a screen on White. Down low. And Markkanen with the stuff.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivey's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
Ball outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And the league has made it clear, Graham, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. So Washington ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the board.
The Rockets lead by 23. Quarter. Pass to Collier. Covington, a screen on Jones. Here's Collier. Shoots. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And this is a nice win because facing a non-conference opponent, there's always some uncertainty. But they played their own game and dictated the action. Now they just need one more win to sweep the season series against Washington.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games from Victor Wembanyama.
His range and timing protecting the rim, he blocked a lot of shots and altered even more.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Şengün. Nice shot by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 32 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Collier. Left side, Wembanyama. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Irving. Good on the shot.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so Houston takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate.
I talk about the same. Well, that's all I know. If you ain't pops, keep that